Do you like simple, inexpensive ideas for making those around you smile? I've got just the thing. Hi, I'm Jess from jesscrafts.com, and I'm going to help you make the most of your crafty supplies and time. So let's get making. I have these lollipop holders. I found a die at a craft thrift store, and these are more common than you might think. But this one was from, I believe, this company called My Creative Time, and it was actually missing some of the pieces, but it was enough to make the treat holder. I realize not everyone is going to be able to find this die, but I will link it in case you're interested. And it cuts out this shape, and then you fold it up, and it makes a little lollipop holder. But I'm going to show you how to make it even faster, and it'll be super inexpensive. You can even do it in a no-waste way where you don't create pattern paper scraps. I will try to leave this in the corner so that I don't forget the directions and so that you can see them. You're going to want to cut your paper to 2 inches by 8 inches. If you happen to have any 6 by 8 inch paper pads, these will create them with 0 scraps. If you have 12 by 12 inch paper, you can cut the 2 by 8 inch strips, and you'll get quite a few of them. I believe if I can do the math correctly, you'll get 8 of them, and you'll have a 4 by 4 square left over. But it's a pretty paper efficient idea. So I have my 2 by 8 inch strip. Then I need to score it at 3 inches and at 5 inches. I should always make sure I have all my little things around me when I try to record live. I don't often make a video live, but I just knew this was such a fast idea and I wouldn't get it out to you if I tried to do a voiceover later. So then you can score it and fold it at those 2 lines. I am going to put my Handmade by stamp on the back because I'm going to give out these little treats to all kinds of different mamas that I know for the upcoming American Mother's Day holiday. But I think this is excellent for teacher gifts as well. Not the most readable thing to stamp on, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I just know people appreciate knowing when things are handmade. You could, of course, like stamp it on something else, like a tag, and then put it on the back or something, but we're about making something super quick today. That Handmade by Jess stamp is from Bossy Joscie, and I'll leave a link to that in the video description too. I'm going to punch 2 little holes in the top. They need to be next to each other with a little gap in between. I'm not going to worry about measuring this or even making sure that they're perfectly straight because you won't really notice. Just 2 quick holes in the top. The die does that for you, the specialty die. So it makes it look a lot cleaner, but like I said, this is like the cheap, inexpensive way to get the same idea. And I've seen many people make different kinds of treat holders like this. I'm not trying to pretend like this is an original idea. I just wanted to share a fast way that I figured out how to do it. So I'm going to put the string. Oh, I need to add my embellishment first. I don't want to tie it together before I add all of my embellishment. I found these mama rainbows on Creative Fabrica. If you watch my channel a lot, you know that I really like how I can find an inexpensive printable to add to my crafts there. This one I think was $1 and it had a couple of different color schemes within it. I thought this would go well with a couple of the different papers I had, so I printed a bunch of them out. I printed them at 1.5 by 1.5 squares to fit on what will eventually be a 2 inch wide. So link that as well, but this is great because this is super, super fast. If I had to stamp all of my sayings or all of my embellishments, it would certainly take longer, but absolutely do that. If you only want to make a few just for the couple of mamas you'll be seeing this Mother's Day, go ahead and do that. I like that the double-sided pattern paper makes it like a fun surprise on the inside too when you open it. Okay, I put my little mama rainbow there, and now I'm ready to tie, and we're gonna be quick about this. I'm not gonna do all the painstaking tying that I would do to make it look good because I'm super slow with that. But I'm taking my twine and I'm feeding it through what will be the back of the lollipop holder. And then the 2 strings come forward, and this creates a loop here at the back. And then you can insert your lollipop. So I usually just come from the bottom, and you'll want to put it in between the 2 strings. And then this will not hold it like super securely in terms of, I'm trying to think, like if you were, like this is something you want to hand deliver and, you know, be gentle about, because these lollipops can fall out. You can tie them as tight as you're comfortable going, but I like the idea that they can slip out, because then they don't have to feel like they have to like cut it open or rip it up in order to get the treat inside. I did a double knot so that that holds it pretty securely. Then I will tie a bow. It will take me a long time to tie a bow live, and I'll mess it up a million times and slip it through my fingers, etc., etc. So I'm not going to do that. But I did want to take a couple minutes to share this idea with you. I will copy these directions into the video description, but it is super simple. I will link you to the fancy dies that exist to create this, because I think that's a super clever idea, but I realize even if you love the die and want to purchase it, it's not going to show up before Mother's Day this year. And if you found this video inspiring, here's another video where you can find more ideas for enjoying your crafty time and supplies. Let me know you like this video with a share to your crafty community, subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next template or tutorial, and check the video description for product links. See you in the next video.